Now, in that first resurrection, this man, there was something in him. See? Right? Masculine and feminine in one another. Or as Donald put it, creation was in him. Didn't it? You see? You listen now? That then is the first resurrection. You know what I'm tying this and this together.
Yes.
Right.
So, now then, if Eve is in him, then she has part with the first resurrection.
Right.
Yes.
If she was in him from the get-go, she has part in the first resurrection.
Very good.
To proclaim or to prove that the law was given while she was yet in him. You see? If she was not one with him, then she would not have known before she come forth what the law had said.
That's right.
You see? And that's what I tried to get some of them in Pasadena to see. And so, it wasn't about no tree of knowledge of good and evil. You see? If Yahweh's intelligence itself, then he doesn't have to eat nor abstain from eating to be that. He just is.
All right.
You see? But this is given to bring about a consciousness of a state of death. In other words, they thought, don't, and you did, you died. The olive did not kill Adam nor Eve. Power was not given. You understand? To an olive to slay nothing. You hear me now? So then what does it mean? They were anointed, by which they could not die.
Yes, sir. Bring it on down.
Is it? You got it now? So you see, now, watch. Adam is formed, then he dies to bring, or deep sleep fellow,
Come on.
to bring Eve into existence.
Yes.
Right.
Then, you follow?
Yes.
You see? So then Eve, coming forth from Adam, did not have any part with the second death that brought her in.
Okay. Could you explain that?
I told you, you got to listen. You got it, didn't you? Look, if I'm alive, that I might come forth.
Right.
You see, then that's all I know is living.
Yes.
Now that's the reason why she has to be living when he's risen from the dead.
All right.
Because she didn't die.
Go ahead.
Why? Because she's got part in the first resurrection.
All right.
You got it now? Now, in order to get rid of death, she returned to her part with the first resurrection.
Right. Right. We should turn the whole, yes, sir.
You understand now? See, in other words, when you're over here reading, Barry, you know where that's at? It's in Revelation. Blessed is he that has part in the first resurrection, by which the second death
20 and 6.
has no, huh?
20 and 6.
20 and 6. Get it, read.
All right.
Now, what have you got? This you already know. Anything that's in Revelation has got to be in the Genesis or in the Law of the Prophets. Or it has no divine authority. Right? So then what are you talking about in Revelation that's talking about the first and the second death if it didn't occur back here somewhere?
All right. Had to. Very good.
You get it?
Yes, sir.
Let me show you the proof of that. And this is something I've answered. There is a record of when Adam died, but there is no record when Eve died.
Ah. Right.
You see?
Yes, sir.
Not written.
Not written. So,
Yes, sir.
so now what I'm reading. You can back up some for you. 20 and something.
26.
Read 21.
And I saw an angel come down from heaven,
See, and I saw an angel come down from heaven.
Yeah.
Read.
having the key of the bottomless pit and a great chain in his hand.
You see? Now what are you doing? What are you doing with the chain? It's a twofold thing. Are you listening now?
Yes.
The chain is the links.
Uh-huh.
We just call this Adam, Eve, Abraham. You understand that?
Right.
Now, this chain, that's the righteousness of it. Follow me? But it's also, these are the ones that bound Lucifer down. You get it now?
Yeah.
Just like you must put him to death in the things of Yahweh. So that's the chain that binds you together, and it's also the chain that binds him down.
Yes.
It's on the chart here.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Here it is.
Right.
Is it?
Yes, sir.
You follow me so far? See, this chain is likened unto the law, the prophets,
Uh-huh.
the patriarchs, whatever you find. Does one link look like another one?
Yes.
You see? And would this be a chain? I'll try to do it big enough so you can see it. Wouldn't be a chain like it, would it?
No string.
See? Why? Because this has to link. You follow?
Overlap.
That means, or overlap. That means whoever this was, coming down, this one had to be born before this one was born.
Yeah. Good path.
See?
Right.
So so it may be just this part, you see, that links them together in the principle you're looking for.
Uh-huh.
See that now?
Jerusalem, no.
Now it's that Satan can't break. That binds him down. You see? But it's the same chain that binds you together under Yahweh.
All right. Very good.
You see?
Come on.
Read.
And he laid hold on the dragon, that old serpent,
Uh-huh.
which is the devil and Satan,
Mhm.
bound him 1,000 years,
And bound him 1,000 years.
Right.
Come, read.
and cast him into the bottomless pit,
And cast him into the bottomless pit.
and shut him up, and set a seal upon him,
Yes.
See? And set a seal upon him. Read.
that he should deceive the nations no more.
Now that's what we're coming up on.
All right.
All right. Yeah.
All right.
Come on.
See? We must be bound together.
Yes.
Having the, and I could go on in the Revelation where all of them that was given out now checking. Right?
Yes.
Which is Moses looking back at those that come under and fought in the conquest of Canaan's land.
Okay.
Which is to earnestly contend
Yes.
for the common salvation that was once delivered.
Uh-huh.
See that?
Right.
You know why? This was given, as Don said, this was once given, or dominion was given under Elohim.
Yes.
All right.
You see? That's a common salvation that was once given
All right.
in heaven.
Come on.
On earth, Adam had dominion. When you say dominion, that means anything you say is immediately followed.
All right.
Yes.
You see? And if you say nothing, nothing moves.
Wow.
That is dominion. You see? You didn't have to run around, hey, don't you quit picking on me. You see? Turn around, let that cow alone.
The
See?
powers will.
Get it now? All he had to do is, he didn't have to say nothing to them. They manifested outwardly what he was inwardly.
Well said.
Now that is dominion.
Yes.
You get it now?
That's great.
I'm talking about divine dominion.
Yes.
See, when you talk about democracy, you may not agree with the president.
Right.
But majority rules, so we that against it, we follow because that's what we follow. That's not dominion. That's not what I'm talking about. You follow me so far?
Yes.
Am I making sense?
Yes.
Well, all I'm trying to get you to see is be able to prove, anywhere you read, go back to the origin and be able to prove. That's my cardinal point.
Okay.
You see? If you're talking about a first and a second resurrection, you see, then you have to be able, and down here too late.
All right.
You see? So, if your names were not written in the first resurrection, you would never seen that.
Right. That's right.
That's right.
You get it now? I want you to know from whence you come and where you live.
Yes.
Now watch, inasmuch as Adam had dominion, then you should have dominion over your kingdom.
All right.
Are you listening now? I will not hate. I will not be other than what Yahweh has showed me. That's having dominion.
All right.
You follow me? See, put all that I'm talking about on. Don't look back here to a Joshua back here or Moses. We're talking about you. You see, this is what we look to them for because we found him in them.
Yes.
Yes. Well said.
Yes.
Right.
You
Right.
follow? Are you listening now?
Yes, sir.
See, you don't, I've said it this way. You don't want to be worshiping somebody and no inheritance. You follow me? You understand? Well, Sam over there is a millionaire. Hey, Sam's a millionaire. You know Sam over there is a millionaire. Hey, let me tell you, Sam's a millionaire. What you gonna get? Nothing. What the hell with Sam? You get it now? If Sam wants to tell folks he's a millionaire, he ain't gonna tell it. You see? But if Sam got me in the will, I'm gonna say, hey. Get it now? It's like we declare we in the will of Yahweh. So Yahweh is it. Get it now? That's, you understand? Now, so I'm going back to the root as I was shown. This is the first resurrection.
Okay.
You see? In the Spirit.
All right.
You see? Now, if this is the first resurrection, then this would have no dominion. You see? As far as death would be concerned, in Adam.
That's right.
Because Adam has part with the first resurrection.
Yes.
You
Yes.
see? Now, what do you mean part? So you'll understand that. See, we talk about Adam is Yahweh. Yahweh is Adam. Now you're saying part. Right? We're talking about this part of the expression of Yahweh was in this. That's having part.
That's right.
All right.
You see? That's what I mean when I say having part with.
All right.
You see? In other words, this is not the sum total of Yahweh.
Right.
This is not the sum total.
That's right.
And please, this is not the sum total.
That's right. That's
Get it
right.
now? You follow?
Yes.
Take all that out. None of that is the sum total. Yet, it is complete
Yes.
in whatever state it's in.
That's right.
Now, the founder used to use this analogy or parable or something to explain. You go down at the ocean, take a cup or a vessel or bottle or something, dip some water out on it. Now, all that the ocean is, you follow? You have in that cup.
That's right.
But you don't have all the ocean.
Yes.
That's right.
But there's nothing in the cup that's not in the ocean and vice versa. You get it now? Now watch, when you take some water out of those, you don't see where you took it out from. When you pour it back, you don't know. And besides, if the cup wind blows, you don't know from whence it came or where it came. You see? Now why is it that you do not know where it come from nor where it went? Because it's the same thing.
All right.
There's no line of demarcation in it.
Very good.
You understand that? That's why you can't find it. Because the line of demarcation is not there.
All right.
Now, So when we come down to the woman, I'm trying to get down to you and I. Y'all have you finished reading? In that the woman was in the man. Right?
Yes, right.
Then when Adam died to bring forth her, she had no part in it.
Right.
You see? She was alive in him. And formed live.
Yes.
Yes.
She did not go through death.
All right.
Therefore, it necessitated the man dying for the woman, not the woman dying for the man.
All right.
Go ahead, Dad.
See? Now, do you understand what I'm saying? Now, when she was out from the man,
Yes.
see, not holding to, you follow?
Right.
The resurrection is how she was deceived.
All right.
Get it?
Very good.
Now, how can I explain? I'll get the words. I'm going to repeat. When Eve was formed, just like Adam, he was alive.
Yes.
Well, he laid down his life, or died, that she might come forth.
That's right.
So she had no part with that death.
Right.
Get it now?
Right.
Get it now? Now, the death she had part with is when she was deceived.
That's right.
Get it now? Now I'm getting through.
Yes.
Now, once we do as she did, give death back to him that can take it,
Yes.
then we don't have to die then, or the second death has no more dominion.
Right. Very good.
That's right.
Therefore, you can't read where this woman died.
All right.
Got it now? You know, it takes time. See, so what I'm saying, now read, Barry.
Yes, sir.
Now the Messiah, now watch, this is something else you got to understand. Why it cannot kill you. The woman. Is because the man has consumed her. You want me to repeat it?
Yes.
Adam, when Eve gave her the olive, and when I say olive, I'm not talking about these little olives we get from Winn Dixie. You see? Remember this man was destructive.
Yes.
Yeah. The olives back there were bigger than watermelons today.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You wouldn't get I want you to understand where we're coming from. And it took him a while to consume it. Or to take it in, just like it took Messiah a while to consume all this negation and put it to death. That same olive come all the way down. The anointing, see? Therefore, Passover, keep on eating this Passover. Then, the man, now let me show you, you already know this. The woman is standing there looking at something within her, which is called a vision. Right? Follow? This is not, let me show you something else on here. Lucifer did not have the power, listen, to appear to Eve unless she summoned.
Right. Right.
Right.
See? Why? Because he doesn't have a body.
Speak.
You get it? But she summoned him,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
In her thought.
Right.
And the thought that she took on formed him.
Right.
Got it? And we deal right here. We have to say it right at all. See? Now, Adam is sitting right there knowing that's going to happen.
Yes, sir.
Now let me show you. See, had she had part with the first death in heaven,
Right.
listening now, she wouldn't have done this.
That's right.
Well, where's the first death in heaven?
Go ahead. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And I'm sorry, that one has dominion. You see? You understand?
Right.
Because when you're in that state, you've got all that Yahweh has to give. When you give that up, you've lost it all.
All right.
Get it now? So in that it took place in the feminine expression of Yahweh called heaven.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
All right.
Get it? Then it took place with Eve.
Okay.
Get it? But now, heaven in its true sense was innocent.
Yes, sir.
Get it now? Heaven, I'm talking about that state of being, was not guilty of what Yahweh had declared to go on in it.
All right.
Oh, go on, Dad.
It just simply obeyed.
Yes.
You follow? So then Eve is simply obeying
That's right.
the instructions Will have given to her to do this.
Right. All right.
Convincing. Knowing he has the power to take it away from her.
Yes.
That's why Messiah said, fear not him
All right.
that can destroy spirit, soul. Body only.
Right.
You see? Just fear him that can destroy spirit, soul, and body.
Yes.
Children, that was in this one.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Yes, sir. All right.
So,
Yes, sir.
whether we want to recognize that was in this. Say, well, how do you know that? Because it's in you.
Right.
That's how you got it. Because it was in this one.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, so then, are you listening now? Then Eve is a figure for heaven.
Yes. Right. Yes. Yes. Right.
Give them? Let me do it this way. See, Eve is not defying Yahweh. She's being obedient.
Right.
Yes, sir.
Right.
Therein is the mystery.
Yeah.
Right.
That's mean why those that don't know the mystery say, God gave Adam and Eve a choice.
Right.
I'm damned if he did.
All right.
See? He's declaring the end right from the beginning. In other words, I got rid of it in heaven, and I'm going to do it on earth.
Yeah.
You see? I'm going to show you the same thing on earth what I did in heaven.
Right. Right.
So, right, you understand? He gave it to her, or give her power.
All right.
You see? Listen. We talked about giving dominion,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
So then he gave her power.
All right.
You see? Which is the same power he's got.
Yes.
You see? It isn't that I'm powerful, you're not. See, that's what schools want to think now. Doctrine of Yahweh and you're not.
Right.
You see? No, the teaching and the preaching of the gospel forms the same power in you.
All right.
That's in Yahweh. Therefore, there's no division in it.
Right.
But I'm trying to show you a purpose drawn out.
Right.
You follow? So in that Lucifer was cast out of heaven, which is Yahweh's bride,
Yes.
then he's going to cast it out of Eve, his bride.
Right.
And not condemn her. Heaven will not condemn
Right.
because Lucifer rose up. Heaven was condemned. It get cleaned up.
Very good.
Get it now?
Yeah.
The family used to say that there was a time, these things are hard to, you got to keep your mind attuned.
Yes.
You see? He said there was a time that the will of Yahweh was not being done in heaven. You see? That does not make sense if all things are according to his purpose.
Speak.
Yeah.
You see, so then you have to have a line, Anthony, of demarcation. The will of Yahweh not being done in heaven means the will of righteousness under salvation was not being done.
Right.
But it was Yahweh's will that that be done.
Right.
Get it now?
Yes.
See, this is a chart on pattern of plan of salvation. This is a chart, the same chart, you see, of plan of salvation. It's the same thing on destruction. You see, that's what this is.
Right.
Well, where did you get it from? Here. Get it? So what is one? One's under righteousness. You see? And listen, unless you saw this, you wouldn't have known how to do this.
That's right.
So you took what Yahweh showed and raised up and showed yourself to be.
Right.
Instead of giving the honor, the Bible said tonight, giving the Yahweh the honor and glory. Which is in simplicity, which they refuse to say or admit, I am Yahweh.
All right.
Right.
Yes.
Somebody say, you've exalted you. I'll be damned. I'm saying there ain't nothing else but him. That's what I'm telling you. I'm not a Glenn W. Gilly in Yahweh's creation.
All right.
And he permitted, you understand, me to have that name in his creation.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Speed. All right.
Get it now?